Hi, good morning, guys. How are you folks doing this weekend? I hope you folks are having a great morning. Now, we're going to have some large seismic activity, some huge outflow in a few locations. So, let me just jump right into it, guys. Now, Alaska, get ready. Something is going on in Alaska in a way I have never seen it before. The eruption that's going to happen in Alaska is going to be big. It's going to be a big eruption. Alaska is seeing a swarm of quake. When that eruption goes off, it's going to trigger quake also on the San Andreas fault line. All right. The San Andreas fault line is seeing some quakes. Nevada is seeing some quakes. Also, guys, for the Caribbean, big quakes are coming for the Caribbean. All right. Dominican Republic, get ready. Anywhere close to the British Virgin Islands is going to get some quakes. Dominican Republic, Cayman Islands, British Virgin Islands going down towards St. Martin. You guys are in the crosshair. There's huge quakes coming for the Caribbean. So, folks, this is something that's going to take place within the next few days. I want you folks to get ready. Once again, I do these videos to inform. Has nothing to do. I'm not trying to spread fear, anything like that. But for the quakes in the Caribbean, you're looking at anywhere between 4.5 and above. When I say big quakes, I mean over 4.0. To me, 4.0 is big. Okay, so it's going to be anywhere between 4.5 and above, and these quakes are coming for the Caribbean. Once again, Alaska. Whew, I don't even want to get into Alaska. Alaska right now is probably getting anywhere couple hundred a day, probably even couple thousand, because anything under 2.0 is not recorded. So Alaska, whew, the bulk of the quakes for the next few days is going to be around Alaska. All right. Now, Tokyo, Japan, big quakes. Indonesia, southern part of Indonesia, huge quakes, all the way down to Papua New Guinea and the Fiji Island and Tonga. You guys are going to see some increase in seismic activity. And for Europe, not much going on in Europe. Again, folks, the majority of the quakes is going to be in South America, in around Chile, the shorelines of Chile. Central America, around Mexico, the Caribbean is going to see a swarm of earthquakes, a lot of it. The west coast of California is going to see some quakes. Nevada is going to see some quakes. Northern California is going to see some quakes. But once again, the bulk of the earthquake is going to be in Alaska because it's a volcanic eruption that's coming. Tokyo is going to get a bulk of it, big ones. Philippines is going to get some big ones. Indonesia, southern part of Indonesia, big ones. Papua New Guinea, Tonga, and Fiji. Now, don't worry too much in Europe. There's not going to be a lot of them coming in Europe. So stay calm. The Middle East, stay calm. All right. Once again, Alaska is where the bulk of it is going to be. Now, south of Anchorage. Wow, this is crazy. South of Anchorage going all the way over to Russia. Insane. The quantity of earthquakes, and these big quakes are anywhere between 3.6 all the way up to 5.0. But it's the consistency of the earthquake. It's off the chain. Once again, it is going to trigger earthquake all along the San Andreas fault line along the west coast, trickle down all the way down to Mexico and Central America. These quakes will reach all the way down to Chile, on the coastline of Chile. So Chile, get yourself ready. Caribbean, get yourself ready. The quakes are coming, and oh boy, they are coming. So within the next few days, you'll see that what I'm saying is just going to start unfolding. Thank you very much for always watching my video. Once again, I'm just making you guys aware, folks. Has nothing to me trying to push fear, nothing like that. But the majority of the extremely big quakes is going to be over. I see anywhere between a 4.5 to a 5.0 hitting California anytime soon. All right. So California, there is another big quake coming for you folks. You folks need to get yourself ready because what's going on in Alaska is going to trigger another big quake over there on the west coast. Where you find closest San Diego, California. I think it's called Julian, California. Those areas is going to see a bulk of it. Thank you again, guys, for always watching my video. I hope this information helps, and that is the only reason why I do these videos, is to make you folks aware. Thank you for all the wonderful messages. I try to keep in touch with, try to reply as much as I possible to these messages, folks. Bear with me. It's a lot of them. And I know people get annoyed because they get, why don't you reply? And I don't have the time to reply to everybody. I try to reply to as much people as I possibly can. That's why I do these videos, to let you know, if you live in this location, this is where you need to be alert of seismic event and volcanic event. All right. Have a great weekend, folks. Happy Easter and enjoy.